Now, it's time for the literal 30-second elevator speech for each of you. So we talked a lot about a guy who's not here because he didn't want to be here. He was invited. He said he didn't want to be here. And I can read you the email, but I don't want to.
Oh, he's down in Russell County.
Well, even then, it was sent in January, and that's the reply that I got.
That's right.
So what I'm going to ask you to do now is talk about the man in the room, and I mean yourselves, and you get 30 seconds. So the man in the room meaning you and you.
Oh, okay.
So this is your 30-second elevator speech. This is how you get these people to go to the polls and vote for you, and you're going to have 30 seconds. So Steve, I'm going to start with you. Give him 30 seconds to why Steve Nipper should win this race, why they should vote for you. I'm going to time you.
Right here in the back pamphlet. It's a tactical plan. The words are chosen carefully. There's a lot of legality that's already factored into this on how we get out of the mess that we're in. That does not require legislation. It requires just the power of the Secretary of State being the Board of Elections, Chief Elections Officer. Everything in this would be something that I could do first day. We could get an evaluation of the machines. We could take care of all this stuff and do it legally. But also I want to focus just on number 7 because I think it's very important. Full investigation and public disclosure of former administrations, including Trey Grayson, Allison Grimes, and Michael Adams, and their offices' relations with the Board of Elections members, other public entities, and any private and/or out-of-state roles and conflicts. We're going to find out what's happening. We're going to find out why it happened, and we're going to find out what our future looks like. If we have to use paper ballots and go back to smaller precincts, I say we do that until we can come up with a better solution. It works in Europe. It's worked for us in the past. Thank you, folks, and I would appreciate your vote on May 16th.
All right, Alan, go.
The reason why I'm the most qualified is actually I've been there and I've done that. People can do the talking unless they've done the walking. Go look at my legislative record. You'll see I actually cleaned the stuff up. I also went after them. Look, you can ask Bob Babbage and John Y. Brown, Secretary of State. They still have to come before the legislature to get a lot of things passed. That's dealing with election laws. There's some things that they did get passed through because a lot of us are very strong at what we were, both Republican and Democrat at that time. We worked hard. We made sure some of the stuff didn't go through. And what I'm going to do is, like I said with this election integrity task force, I'm going to look into all of it. I don't care how far back it goes. We're going to look into all the problems, and we're going to get it fixed. We're going to get it fixed right. And I've been there. I've done that. I've got the scars to prove it. As I say, I'm the only person running for the Secretary of State that's got a voting record. 100% pro-life. I've either sponsored them or co-sponsored them. 100% pro-gun because I was one of the sponsors of the concealed weapons law. And the only person who's actually passed election laws. I want you to take that into consideration. No matter who you vote for, keep in mind, we have to get rid of the swamp. Not just Mr. Adams. There's a bunch more of them out there, folks. Thank you for your time. May God bless you, folks. God bless the Liberty ladies. And God bless the United States of America.